Hello, I'm Jaynee from Messages from Heaven by Jaynee on YouTube and remote views of Newsmakers. Um, I bought a new mic and it's not working. So I'm on the new old one. Excuse me. This is the old one. Let me turn it up and see if it makes a difference. I don't know. Um, Today I want to do a remote view on Zelensky. David McCormick, who is running, he's a GOP guy running against Bob Casey in Pennsylvania. I'll try to go fast because I know not everybody lives in Pennsylvania or Philadelphia. Uh, Robert Kennedy, Taylor Swift, and the MAGAs in general. Let's see, I don't know if I can cover everything in a reasonable amount of time. Um, Zelensky. Zelensky is really nervous. I think he's always nervous because he is the president there and there's so much going on and he wants he wants to be able to kick Russia out. He's scared for his wife, his children, for himself, um, for Ukraine in general. He loves Ukraine. He really does. I don't know what his history is. My family's history was horrible. They had to leave there, and one my great uncle went through Shanghai. The uh, uh, the my my grandmother was sent as a 9-year old by herself to England to be a maid to get out of there because they were getting killed. Literally, at that time, Russia was in charge, and the Cossacks came through and killed literally. Oh, they raped people and killed them. Didn't matter. Whatever they did. Old people have to drink a lot, otherwise you get dehydrated, which I did when uh, I was in Chicago, which was such a big deal, and I was dehydrated and I fell and broke my shoulder and all that. So there's not much I can say about Zelensky. He's really a good guy. He has truly a good heart and he wants to do the best. He knows there's a tremendous amount of anti Semitism in Ukraine. There still is. It's all over. People do not trust him because he's a Jew. He's trying to show them that being a Jew doesn't matter, that he loves his country. He wants to convince them, he's trying to change their minds. I don't think he can, but he is trying. He really he's going crazy with what's going on in the United States. That's we are sending the majority of armaments, and boy, if he could, he says, knock some sense into our Congress, he certainly would, but he can't. We're talking about people, the MAGAs, and Donald Trump. There's nothing he can do about that. He knows, and he says Donald Trump was a nut, a real nut. And what Donald Trump tried to get him to do, was make up stuff about Biden so that Trump could win during the 2020 election. Um, ask me if you want to hear more about him. Just ask me. David McCormick. I don't know anything about him. Um, I think my guides are saying that he's. I think he's a Trumper, but I don't know that for sure. Is he a Trumper? Is he a Trumper? Yes, they say he's a Trumper. Just that alone is enough to throw me off. Does he want to see Pennsylvania not allow abortion? Yes. Does he want to see Pennsylvania cut down on programs for the disabled? Yes. Forget it. This is a bad guy. If I mean, probably if you're listening to me, you either don't live in Pennsylvania and don't care, or you already are a liberal. Okay, Robert Kennedy. Boy, the first Robert Kennedy was a gem. This guy, I understand, was a druggie, and that's probably not a nice way to say that. He was addicted to drugs and got cleaned himself up and became, I guess, an evangelical or a MAGA. I don't know which, but he is a nut. His family does not want to talk to him, or I guess they talk to him. I don't know, but they see him as a nut. Um, he he doesn't espouse everything that the GOP does, but he espouses enough to make him unsavory to liberals who want to see abortion being something women can have. If you have a lot of miscarriages like I did, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, um, I, I don't want somebody to say, I wouldn't have wanted someone to say that I couldn't get care after that because it might be an abortion or it might have been an abortion and then go arrest my doctors. Oh, please. Um, all right. So I give him a big thumbs down. Okay. That's Robert Kennedy. Taylor Swift. Oh, she's a sweetie pie. She hasn't found the right guy. I don't know if this footballer is the right guy. She's enjoying her time with him, but she did enjoy her time with all the other guys too. Um, she she's not sure of herself. I don't care how many millions she has. She's not sure of herself. Um, she thinks somebody's going to come along and tell her, "No, you're not a real singer songwriter. You don't know anything. You're an idiot." We isn't that funny? She's so accomplished and she's so good, but it doesn't matter. It's a universal thought that no matter what you do, someone's going to come down and say, "No, no, no, you're not. You're no good. You don't know how to do that." And you're going to be like, down the bottom. I don't know how to do it, and they see it. She's fooling herself. She really does know how to do it. Um, she she regrets all the boyfriends she's had. She knows that people are counting and they don't like it, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't come from a really liberal background, and it upsets her. She's uncomfortable with it. Um, she is not. She's not really comfortable with her body. She doesn't think she's. She has mixed feelings. Um, she doesn't think she's gorgeous. She doesn't believe that. She doesn't believe that people love her for herself. Um, she thinks she's a fluke. She's got a little um, slightly negative about herself. That won't change with marriage. She would like children, but she's really afraid. She's afraid to commit. She's afraid she doesn't want to have a divorce. She wants it to be, she really wants it to be perfect, which a relationship cannot be. But that's what she's really looking for. And she didn't want to have children unless that's what she had, unless the relationship was really perfect. Nothing's perfect. We're human. We don't have perfection. We're not perfection. In ourselves, we're not perfection. So um she's kind of younger than her years, sort of. She will become wise as time goes by, but she's she's going to hem and haw. I think if the guy wants her to marry him, and I think she's holding off because she's afraid. So we'll see. Okay. Next, I want to look at the MAGAs in general. What will happen to them? The MAGAs as a big rolled up bunch of people. They're not going to get psychological counseling, and I mean, you know that they look at all the things that Trump has done and they don't believe it. They're not listening to they're not listening to any regular news, not on television, not on the radio, not uh not on YouTube. They're listening to things that are telling them that Trump is being persecuted, um, that what he did was perfectly okay. He every every president does that. Every president takes home boxes and boxes of material that is supposed to is supposed to be kept there in the White House, and is private. It's um, oh, this is for entertainment purposes only. I should have been saying that before. Um, they are going to hopefully Biden will win, and they're going to, as a group, be very upset, be very angry, and feel that the election has been stolen again because they believe that it was stolen before, and they're going to think that it was stolen again. They feel that the liberals are wrong and that, of course, we're ruining the country, that the immigrants are taking away their jobs, which they're not. Um, what the immigrants are doing is taking jobs as cooks, gardeners, but they're not really gardeners. They're just guys who um, cut the lawns, and cleaners. They clean houses. Oh, I'm sorry. They also go up on the roofs. They do any kind of building job. They're doing the jobs that the poorest, least educated people used to do. So yes, in in one way, yes, they are taking jobs away from Americans. They're not the jobs that the MAGAs think they're taking. The MAGAs think they're taking jobs in like pipe fitters and machinists, and they're not taking skilled jobs at all because the people who are coming are not generally not skilled people. I'm sorry, that's rude. It's not really rude, it's just weird. I'm drinking sparkling water. I have a reason, but it's too much. Anyway, the MAGAs are a mess, and a lot of them are normal otherwise. Um, they hold jobs. They're nice people. They can be. Um, a lot of them are very bigoted, but not everybody. Um, some of them are motivated because of the immigrant problem. Um, it feels it feels as though people are just pouring over our border. There is a need for them. They are working in certain areas, like slaughtering animals and stuff. They're working in certain areas, but um, I mean it is out of hand. What they say is not true. They do not collect Social Security or any benefits at all. You have to be an American citizen to collect those benefits. Otherwise, no, you just don't. Um, in some ways, the MAGAs are very hateful uh, regarding minorities. They can be very hateful. Women, let's just say they're nuts. And they're going to stay. I mean, they are about 33%, sometimes a little more, but they're about 33%, and they're not going anywhere. They're going to be here. Will their kids go along with them? Some will. I think not generally. I don't feel like I've really answered that. I'll have to look at it and see what comes up and talk to my guides. I call them my guys, like nothing you could say could take me away from my guys. I believe that. Nothing you could say could take me away from my guys. Okay, so be my guys and let me know what you think of this, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you got to the end, that's fabulous. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye now.